Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to another Q8 Pilot stream. It is 2100 hours local time, 1800 Zulu time for our live stream. And today, ladies and gents, we are going to be flying the single most advanced add-on ever created for flight simulation, no other than the HotStart Challenger 650. But before we delve into the stream, let me welcome all of you guys to the stream. We have Rand, Drashal, Boeing Corp, Mike from New Jersey. Welcome aboard. JFK 1350, we are using the latest X-Plane beta. I'm a bit brave today, so we are on 12.06 beta 2. Stan, hello, my friend. Greetings to you. Welcome. Glad to have you here with us. And we have also Alex. Hello, Alex. Can is with us. Zulu. Zinlu. Welcome aboard. Yusuf, welcome aboard. Can't wait for the stream. Yeah, it's finally here. I'm kind of as much, I'm as excited as you guys are. Custom 08, is it? How are you doing, my friend? Well, you won't regret this aircraft, I will tell you, but it does require a bit of a learning curve. We have also Thomas with a perfect combination. Tell hello to your wife, again, if she's watching with us today. Jonas, welcome aboard. Eagle 1, Captain Geo. Is X-Plane 12 worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. The flight model, the flight dynamics in X-Plane 12 are, there's no question about it. Number one. All right. So, folks, today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to, as much as possible, try to simulate the full experience of flying the HotStart Challenger 650 so that you can get an appreciation for the aircraft. And I know it is probably one of the most expensive add-ons today, priced at $114, but I will tell you right off the bat that the price is worth it. Every cent is worth it. Will, hello, Will. Welcome aboard. We have also James. Hello, James. Welcome. Glad to have you here with us. So what we're going to be doing today, we are at Charlotte Douglas International Airport in the US of A. And we are at specifically at the FBO. We're going to go to the flight planning room where we're going to be, I'll brief you guys on our flight plan. We will then speak to the friendly staff here at the FBO. Jenny is going to help us with the fueling, and we're going to make sure the aircraft is prepped up and in tip-top shape for our executives who are arriving shortly here at the FBO for their flight to Louisville, Muhammad Ali. It should be about an hour flight, but first let's go to the briefing room and let's take a look at our flight plan. All right, so here's our flight plan, and let's see here. Why do we have two browsers? All right, we need just one. So here's the flight plan, and of course, we're using SimBrief, which is part of Navigraph, and of course, as you know, the Q8 Pilot Channel is powered by Navigraph. All right, so our flight plan is a rather simple flight plan. We're going to be departing Charlotte Douglas 18 left through the Jojo 0 for departure, through the Cubim transition. We're going to fly direct to La Fox, and then we are going to be arriving into Louisville through the Mod 6 arrival, and we're going to be performing an ILS approach, runway 17 left. Final cruise altitude, as you can see here, 40,000 feet, and the total distance is about 340 nautical miles. So as you can already imagine, the flight plan is as soon as we arrive at 40,000 feet, we will configure the aircraft for our approach into Louisville. So that's everything here. Everything is set up and ready to go. So we can close the browser window now, and we can move here. A little bit of history there for you. And one of the nice things is you can turn this on and off here. So again, very nice touch there by HotStart, including this for you guys. All right, let's go and speak to Jenny, get things ready to go.
Welcome to HotStart Flight Support. How can we help you today?
Thank you very much, Jenny. Today, we're going to be taking three important executives, so I'd be very grateful if you could have someone check the plane and make sure we have new set of towels and that all the tables are clean. We are flying today November 5950 Echo for the registration number, and we'll depart in approximately, let's say 20 minutes. That's fine. Crew, I am joined today by First Officer Maldonado, and we are carrying 3 passengers. We're going to need some jet A fuel for our flight. No need for the GPU. We're going to start with the APU right away, and let's go ahead and sign.
Of course, Captain. I'll get that organized for you right away.
Thank you very much, Jenny. Appreciate it. All right, let's head over to the aircraft now that we have everything ready. By the way, there is, again, flight planning room, so a couple of them here that you can use. Storm Trail, welcome aboard. Crystal, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Salo, welcome. Gold Gamer, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have also KFC Turbo, is it? Well, welcome aboard. All right, let's walk to the aircraft. And ladies and gents, this is the single most advanced add-on ever created for flight simulation. Nothing comes close to this aircraft. Very, very high fidelity, complex, study level, detailed. Anything you want to say is applicable to this aircraft. And we'll take a look once we do the walk around, but let's head over to the door. We want to make sure that everything is in tip-top shape before our expensive guests arrive. All right, excellent. Excuse me. So this is the first flight of the day, so we're going to make sure everything is prepped up. Here's the passenger cabin. Let's make sure the tables are clean, which they are. Looks like everything has been cleaned and dusted for our passengers. Let's just double check the toilet and make sure that we have a new set of towels. Right, clean towel, and we've got the toilet paper there. Let's make sure everything is clean here, which it is, and we are good. Excellent. All right. All right, we can close the door. There we go. Hello there, McKellen, welcome aboard. Ryan, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. And James Minton, welcome. Morning to you, my friend. Glad to have you here with us in this live stream. All right, so let's head over to the bar here. Make sure the glasses are clean. Everything is good. Excellent. So we are good. Let's enter the cockpit. And we're going to sit down. Let's put the heads-up display away. And the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our battery is in tip-top shape. To do this, we're going to come down here and we check the lamp. As you can see, the green light is illuminated. And now everything here is good. We are good to start the battery. So let's do that. We're going to come up here. Battery master is on. Check out the nice sounds. Yeah. All right, let's cancel the master caution. All right, all is good here. All right, we're going to start the APU right away. So we're going to come here and check the APU bottle.
Nose door.
Yeah, the nose door. Yeah. All right, so let's just do a quick test here. All right, everything checks okay. We are good to start the APU. And so you guys can follow along. Let's bring the pop-up here so you guys can see what's happening. And we are going to open the the power fuel. And once you click that, you'll see the APU here. And then we're going to start the APU. And then you should see the RPM and EGT rising in just a second here. There you go. And now the APU is starting. Delta Who, welcome aboard, my friend. And we have also Motosoa. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right. So the APU is coming up. The APU is now available, and we are going to start the APU gen. There we go. APU generator is on, and we're going to come here and turn on the APU LCV as well as the 10th stage isolation. There we go. And now we have the APU. Now, very important on the Challenger, the nose door is currently open because the static elements are there, so we need to remove them. And once we remove them, we can close the nose gear for the nose wheel. And to do this, you need to have hydraulics. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and turn on the packs, just make sure the temperature is suitable for our guests as when they arrive. And we're going to go ahead and turn on the hydraulic system. And now we have to go back out to the aircraft and perform the walk around and remove all these static elements. So let's go ahead and do that. All right.
All right, Captain. Fuel truck is hooked up.
Oh.
Just let me know how much fuel you need. Or
All right,
would
so
you
the
like to go tanks full today?
The fuel truck has arrived, so let's make sure first that we turn on the fuel. We have everything in pounds. I'm going to open first. Let's test here, and the test check's okay. We're going to turn on the left and right valves, and we need 4,700 pounds of fuel. And currently, let me see here. Currently, if we look here, we have 4,380. So we need about 130 gallons.
All right, I'm going to go start up the pump.
All right, so we'll let him start the pump while we perform the walk around. There we go. Beautiful 1206 clouds here of X-plane. And we're going to begin here by removing the static elements. How much taxing CPU, GPU this add-on? We'll find out in a minute. All right, so we remove the static elements here. The wings look in tip-top shape. I don't see any problems there with the wing. The lights look okay. Excellent. And the lights, we need to remove. Let me come here, and we're just going to say X. I'm going to remove the covers here, and we're going to assume the rest of the aircraft is okay. We'll let the ground service crew remove the chocks a little later on. Guys, look at this aircraft. Look at how beautiful the texturing is, and look at this beautiful gear here with all the details. All right, so let's remove the static elements, and there is one here. So let me go underneath the nose gear so that we can remove those remove before flight. There we go. All right, that is done. And what we can do now is we can close the nose gear. It's open so that we can remove the static elements. Look at the details there. And we click here. All right, perfect. So we are done here. And the refueling is still taking place. Here's the fuel truck. So we'll let him do his thing. And we'll head back to the cockpit. All right.
Refueling is complete, Captain. Do you need anything else?
No, thank you very much. You can go ahead and disconnect.
Okay, just one quick signature on here, and I'll be on my way. Here's a copy for your records.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You do the same, my friend. Hello there, Mike Coffee. Welcome aboard 77RL. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Hope there is a brunch on this flight. Yeah, of course. Brunch, and we'll serve some drinks as well. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do, folks, is I'm going to come here, and we're just going to perform a few tests. Let's bring up the display here. And we're going to just test the engine bottles. Okay. Okay. And we've already tested the APU. Right, that checks okay. Excellent. And that's the oral test. And test 2. All right, and while all of this is taking place, let's test the lamps. Smoke detection test. Checks okay. SBS we can do later. Right, it's going to take a little bit of time to, to check all the tests there. Very, very detailed, and this is exactly as per the real aircraft.
Zero bay, overheat.
Incoming call from HotStart.
Hello, Captain. It's Jenny from HotStart Flight Support.
Anti-ice
Your passengers
duct.
have arrived. Shall I have them brought to the plane?
Jenny, we are still getting some things ready here on board the aircraft, so I'll call you when we're ready.
Config
Understood.
autopilot.
Just call me when you're ready to
Cabin
receive
pressure.
them. Anything else?
Door.
Thank you very much, Jenny. That's all
Nose
for now.
door.
Always a pleasure.
You
Take
disagree.
care.
All right.
Engine oil.
So Jenny is quite
ADDONS.
anxious to get our guests, and
Phone
I am
call.
too. So while the tests are now complete, so let's bring up the CDU. And the first thing we want to do is go to IDX. From IDX, we're going to go to status, and we need to cycle. So I'm going to click here to cycle the active database. Now, one thing to note, guys, very, very important. If the time in your sim is not set to the current window, so if it's not between July 23 and August 23, between 13th of July and 9th of August, you will not be able to cycle the database correctly. That's very, very important to note if you ever encounter that problem. All right, so we are done with the status. We've cycled the database. We're going to go to the position in it. We are currently at Charlotte Douglas Kilo Charlie Lima Tango, and we're going to put that here and put the position, set the position in the GNS device, and now everything is done here. All right, next is we are going to go to the IDX again, and we're going to go to the data link. And we're going to get our ATIS for Charlotte. So we'll select Charlotte and do send. You can see this VHF in proxy received. And now we have the ATIS. We can see the ATIS information, 226 knot, 10 nautical miles visibility, 10 more than 10. Few clouds at 34, scattered at 1500, scattered at 2200, broken at 2500. Current temperature is 29, altimeter is 3006. Excellent. We're going to go back, and now we're going to go back to IDX, and this time we are going to select data, no, not data link. We need to go back to IDX, and we're going to position in it. We're going to go to the flight plan, select the secondary plan, go to the route menu, and now we're going to say flight plan recall. And from flight recall, we're going to enter the departure and destination. It will automatically pick that from SimBrief. So Kilo Charlie Lima Tango to Kilo Sierra Delta Foxtrot. That's Louisville Muhammad Ali. The McAllen, welcome aboard. Glad to have Duncan Cardo. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. MC Crewfish, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. All right, and we're going to say send. And now that is going to basically fetch the flight plan from SimBrief. Excellent. All right, let's just wait for the plan to All right, excellent. So we now have the data link flight plan loaded, and we can go to the route menu and go to the secondary plan, and we're going to activate and execute. Brilliant. And now we can select our departure and complete our flight plan. So let's see here. We have our Navigraph charts here, and we're going to select departure and arrival. And we are departing 18 left through the JoJo 4. So let's go next. That's the JoJo 4 through the Cuban transition. And we are at runway 18 left. Renan de Oliveira just came in with 2790 super chat. Hey, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's very kind of you. All right, let's go ahead and execute that. And next, we are going to go to the departure, and actually can go here and select the arrival. And now the arrival is going to go, why is it showing headwind here? All right, so Louisville at Muhammad Ali, we can change that a little later if that doesn't work. All right, so let's go to next page, the Mod 6 through the LaFox transition, and it's the ILS 17 left. All right, we can change that. We'll leave vectors here and we'll say execute. And now we can go to the legs page. Everything here looks okay to me. And let's go next. Looks like there is a disco, so we're going to select LaFox and go previous page. All right. And then execute that. And previous. All right, so that looks good to me. And then here, now one thing to note. When you normally see vector and there is a discontinuity, this is an indication that ATC is going to vector you in on final. With the Challenger, when you do the flight planning, if you leave this the way it is now, you will not have access to VNAV functionality, and you will not see a TOD, but rather you will see DES for descent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear this so that you can actually see the VNAV functionality. So I'm going to go to clear, and we're going to delete this vector, and we're going to select racer and select it here and execute. And now we have the full flight plan with no discontinuities. So if I click here on legs, there we go, we have that. And we're going to go to IDX. We're going to select position in it, flight plan, secondary plan. We're going to go to the route menu, and we're going to select the flight plan wind update. So we're going to select this here, and it should populate the wind in our flight plan. Kakaku, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Has the Challenger been updated for XP12? Oh, yes, it has. I think there were a couple of iterations for the aircraft in X-Plane 12. Guys, I'd be very grateful if we can get the likes to at least 100. That would really help the channel, so I really appreciate it. All right, so request is pending. We're just waiting for all the weather information to get there. Thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate it. All right, so now we have the weather. We're going to execute. And if we go now to the route, if I go to the legs page, I'm going to show you, by the way, we have alignment. You can see here. So if I go, this is the altitudes, but if we go to the leg wind, now you can see all the wind's direction and speed, as well as the ESA deviation and temperature within your flight plan. And next, you also have the wind information as well here for all your flight. So leg data here, and then you have your fuel. Obviously, we still haven't taken off, so you still don't have anything here. So we'll just leave it on the legs page for now, and we'll go to the main page. All right, perfect. So we are done with that. Now we're going to go to performance, and from performance, we are going to select the outside temperature. And the current outside temperature here at Charlotte is, let's see here. Let's go to information. And the current temperature at Charlotte is 29 Celsius. So let's go ahead and put that. 29 is put, and it will automatically select the takeoff for you, and APR self-test is taking place now. All right, and then we're going to go to the next page. Everything looks good to me here, so we're going to do we can do a flex takeoff. Yeah, we can do flex there. So that's the flex, and we have the flex temperature and MTO as well. We'll leave it just at takeoff. Let's go to performance in it, and now we can put our cargo, fuel, as well as you can see the cruise altitude has already been set. So the cargo, well, let's see, our passengers have about 500 cargo, and for the fuel we have 5,230, slightly more than what we need for the flight, but that's okay. We'll leave it just for a contingency. And now we have that. We execute. Excellent. And then we go to the takeoff, and now we have to input the wind direction. So we're going to input the wind, which is 236, 230, and 6. Excellent. And we need to input the altimeter. I'm not sure why we didn't get the... All right, let's set up the altimeter. It normally sets everything here automatically. All right, so one thing to note here, we want to do the altimeter. So we are going to come here to the menu. Let me pop this screen out so you guys can see. So I've clicked on menu, and two things we want to do. The first is I want to... all right, so I want synthetic vision for sure. And then I want to go to config, and we're going to select config, and we're going to change the units. Let's see here. All right, there we go. All right, so we have it in inches now. You see 290901. And the current altimeter is 3006. All right, let me put this away. 3006. All right. Not sure why it hasn't put in the runway. Normally it puts in the runway automatically. This time around, it did not put it. Runway, all right. Runway, we're departing runway 18 left. So let me try to put that here. 18 left. 18, no, hang on. RW 18 left. All right, so now it has put all the information here. Excellent. And we can go to the next page. And now we have all our information here. We have V1, VRotate, V2, and VFTO. We're going to say send. And now, as you can see here, now we have all our speeds here already. And we are pretty much ready now with the FMS. So we go back to the next page. Let's put this away. And let's put that away. And we'll put this one also where it belongs. And now let's begin with the checklists.
Flight compartment checklist. AC and DC electrics.
All right, so AC and DC electrics, you can check them here. The only thing, we're not going to go through everything, but this is how you do. You just make sure that, I love the fact that they have built this checklist. It's interactive, so there's as if there is a first officer that speaks with you, which is pretty cool. Duncan, take care, my friend. Lima 205, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Hope you are well. Are you going to review P3D version 6? Sorry if this has been asked before. Have a nice day. Cheers. Lima 25, I've already put in my sort of verdict on P3D version 6 on the community post. Jeff, there is no CG trim for some reason.
lights, logo light.
I'm not sure why it hasn't been modeled yet, but that is not programmed there yet. Nav and logo lights.
On. Cockpit lights. Set. Lamp test.
Already performed.
Tested. Duct monitor.
We've already
Tested.
checked that.
FMS database status.
Checked.
Cycled. Checked. FMS flight plan uplink. 8 initiated. Anti-skid.
All right, let's test the anti-skid. The anti-skid is armed. And it says A skid in test right here. All right.
Armed. Tested. Nose door. Clear. Hydraulic 3A pump. On. Brake pressure. Checked. Parking brake.
All right. To set the parking brake in the Challenger, you have to hold your toe brakes and then engage the brake. Now it's set.
Set. Nose door. Closed. Hydraulic panel and pumps. Checked. Auto 3A on. Electric panel. Checked. AC-DC utility switch.
All right. So the AC-DC switch is this one here.
On. Start ignition panel.
Start ignition panel is checked.
Checked. Fuel panel.
All right. So we can do this cycle thing, you know, turn this on, turn this on, turn this on, then turn this on, turn that off, and do this as you can see here. But
Check.
we're going to skip that.
APU LCV.
Checked.
10th stage isolation valve. Open. Packs. On. Air conditioning panel.
All right. The air conditioning is on.
Checked. Pressurization panel. Checked. Set. Bleed air panel. Checked. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel switch. Out. Cal anti-ice switches. On or off. Anti-ice panel. Checked. Tested. Emergency lights. Checked. Armed. Passenger signs. On or auto. ELT. Armed. Glare shield panel. Checked. Crew and passenger oxygen.
All right. Let's check the oxygen real quick. Okay. And glare shield panel, we're just going to set the... Let me put this away here. Let me set our altitude to 40,000 feet. Starting to rain here in Charlotte. All right, 40,000 set.
Checked. On. DCU warning panel. Checked. CVR. Tested. Audio panels. Set. SPS system.
All right, so the SPS system is located down here, and we can test it for sure. That's the first test, right? All right, all checks
Checked.
okay.
On. Integrated standby instrument.
Are checked.
Checked. Set. Clock.
Is reset.
Reset. EFIS. ICAS.
Checked.
Main landing gear bay overheat. Checked. TOS warning switches. Out. Tested. Pitch and roll disconnects. In. Stow. Ground spoilers.
Right, so the ground spoilers are here, and they are currently in the auto position.
Auto. Thrust reversers.
Let's arm them.
Checked. Armed. Thrust levers. Checked. Shut off. Engine speed switches.
Are on.
Engine vibration check.
Right, you can test this here if you like. This is the engine control. This is the vibration test. And you can see it here displayed.
Tested. Oral warning.
Checked.
Smoke detector.
So we've done all of these tests in the beginning.
Trims. Mock trim.
All right, so we want to set the mock trim, and I'm just going to pop this out here again. Or actually, let me do this. Let me just zoom in here so you guys can see. So this is the stab trim, and we're going to set it to about 3.3. Why is it not doing? Strange. All right, we'll worry about it a little later on when we start the aircraft. I'm not sure why it's not happening, but we'll do it a little later. That's fine.
Tested. Set. Yaw dampers.
All right, so the yaw dampers are located down here. So we're going to click yaw damper 1 and 2.
Engaged. Reversionary inhibit switches. Norm out. IRS
Is aligned.
CPDLC logged on. TCAS tested. ADDONS and clearance
Copied.
copied. FMS flight plan wind update perf programmed. Takeoff data set. Avionics and charts set.
Set.
Flight instruments checked and set. Departure briefing completed. Emergency procedures reviewed. Pins, covers, chocks.
All right, let's remove the chocks. And we'll just wait for the ground crew to remove the chocks, and then we're going to have to call Jenny to get our passengers. All right, so the chocks have been removed.
Removed. Cabin lights, water heaters, master seat. Set. Flight compartment checklist complete. Engine start checklist next.
All right, so we are ready for the engine start now. So what we're going to do, folks, is we are going to call Jenny now from the FBO and tell her to bring the passengers. So let's call her here.
HotStart Flight Support, Jenny speaking. How can we help?
Hey, Jenny, would you please have the passengers brought to the plane? We are ready to go.
Understood. They'll be there in a couple of minutes. Anything else?
Thank you very much, Jenny. That'll be all for now.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
You do the same, Jenny. All right. So the passengers are on the way. So we're going to come here and we're going to turn this on here, and we're going to make sure, we've got all the door status here, everything. There's one door that is currently open, and the lights, cabin, lavatory lights are all there. So we can just turn the lights on over at the lavatory there. Right, there we go. So we can reading light. We're going to turn the lights for all our passengers there, and so they can enjoy the flight. And let's just make sure the screen here. So the in-flight screen is available. Again, it's showing Charlotte to Louisville. Estimated time is 11:50 a.m. So about just under 1 hour flight today for the passengers. Sinlu, how are you, my friend? Turn on the stabbed trim and mock trim. We will do that, sir. We will do that. Don't worry. All right, so we're just waiting now for the passage. Look, guys, look at the clouds, how beautiful they are in this version of X-Plane. And by the way, Beta 2 has received, the clouds have received another update. One of the strange things is, one of the comments I've received on the channel is the clouds still look really bad. And my response was, well, they have been improved, so I'd rather celebrate the improvement than complain about it. So, all right. So, just what a nice view. And by the way, this is the default airport. There we go. There's the Mercedes-Benz, and our expensive, very important guests have now arrived. Q8, Jenny is calling you 10 minutes prior to planned departure time. They do look great, Vinny, yeah. All right.
Hello, Captain. Hope you are doing well today.
I'm doing great, thanks.
Great. There's nobody else coming along today. So as far as we're concerned, we're all good to go.
All right. Well, you guys get yourselves comfortable here in the back. I'm at your service. I will be your captain today, and I hope you enjoy the flight. We'll be serving some refreshments and some drinks as soon as we are airborne. Please enjoy the flight. Let me know if there is anything I can do for you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and close the door. All right, door is closed. And we're going to open this here and bring up the curtain. All right, and we're going to have our guests enjoy their privacy in the cabin. And we are good. Excellent. So before we start our engines, we are going to turn on the stab trim and mock trim. And the lights are gone, and we are pretty much ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn on our beacon lights in preparation for engine start. And we are now, folks, ready to start the engines. All right. Let's go ahead and begin with the checklist.
Engine start checklist. Doors. Closed. Parking brake and pressure. Checked and set. Fuel quantity and balance. Checked. Beacon. On. Ignition.
All right, let's arm the ignition.
Armed. Engine 2 start.
Right, to start the engine, we can click here and hold for a few seconds until it illuminates. I'm not sure why we have DCU1 APR fail. Strange. All right, we'll wait for 20%. We're good. Start the engine. We'll worry about that in a second.
Fuel system.
Right, fuel system is fuel boost pumps are on. Excellent.
Checked. Engine 1 start.
All right, let's go and start the left engine now. Excellent. Whew, that was a hard landing there. All right, looks like we have a good start on both
Engine
engines.
start checklist complete. After start checklist, next.
All right. Let me see, why is this... Right, looks like it's reset now. Excellent. All right, perfect. After start checklist.
After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2.
All right, generator 1.
On.
2.
Checked AC and DC. Ignition. Disarmed. Packs. On. 14th stage. Open. Cowl anti-ice. On. Check 45 seconds. Flight controls.
All right, so for the flight controls, you could do the following. You could come here, click on flight, and you'll see the flight controls here. And you just need to do full up, full down, and full left, and full right, setting my mic. All right, and then you're going to do the rudder as well. And that all is checked. Excellent. So we'll click here on flight again. All right. And we can check that.
Ground spoilers.
All right, so the ground spoilers, we can move them to disarm, and then to arm, and back to auto.
Checked, stowed, auto. Flight spoilers. Checked, stowed. Cowl anti-ice. Green advisory message on. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Test on. Fuel balance. Checked. Trims.
All right, let's see if we can set the trims now. There we go. All right, now we can set the trims. We're going to set it to about 3.3. 3.4 is fine. Okay, trims are set.
Reset for takeoff. No steer.
Armed the Nord Stream. All right.
PR. Checked. Armed. ADG unit.
Tested.
Tested. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Test OK. Cal off. Wing and norm. 14-stage isolation valve. Checked. Wing anti-ice. Checked. Off. ATS.
All right, so ATS, we click here.
N1 TO.
N1 TO is set.
TCAS.
All right, we're going to set this to TARA. We're going to go to Tune and set this to TARA.
After start checklist complete.
Excellent.
Taxi checklist.
Hello there, Jeff Boxer. Welcome aboard. Your AC altimeter is 2991. Yes. What? Oh, we need to change that, don't we? I think it was 3006. All right, so let's change that. 3006. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. And it's cross-checked on the other side. That's literally an eye, like an eye of a hawk right there. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. No worries, Rashal. Take care, my friend. Thank you very much, Jeff. Again, I really appreciate it. All right, so we are through there with the checklist.
Taxi checklist.
Right.
Taxi lights. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice. Norm on or off. Brakes and steering. Checked. Reverse thrust. Checked. If taxiing the de-ice, pause checklist here until a paper de-ice checklist is complete. Flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-check. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing. Reviewed. Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist next.
All right, folks, we are finally ready to go. And for those of you who are new to the aircraft and are not familiar with the with the Challenger 650 and why we keep saying that it's you've seen already all the fidelity and you've seen all the complexity in it. But what I love about it is the part here where it says study, and you can study everything. By the way, you can edit all the failures. So here you have all the failures, and you can actually fail things in the aircraft. You can trigger just about anything you want from systems, nav IDs, environment. You can do a bird strike. You can do all kinds of things, microburst, smoke in cockpit, all different scenarios that you can do. But what you can also do beyond the failure system is you can actually study every part of the aircraft. So for example, if we go to the left and you have here all of your engines, but let's take, for example, a look at the bleed system. And here now you have the bleed system, and when you click on any item, you can actually understand exactly what is happening. This is the 10th stage bleed system, the 14th stage bleed system. You can click here again for information. You can see the actual values in real time, and you can see the exact flow of what is happening, really providing you with study level details of the aircraft. You can also, for example, one of the things that you can check is the GPS system. So if you go to the satellite position tracker here, you can actually track the satellite, and you can see the strength of the actual satellite stations to the relative aircraft position, which is insane level of details. Again, you can go for the INS, for example, and we can look, for example, here, and you have again the measurement, everything again in real time, and there's just a ton of things that you can study about this aircraft, which makes it really the single most advanced add-on ever created for flight sim. All right, we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake and taxi to the runway. Parking brake is released. And everything is looking in tip-top shape. Let's go. Let's give it some power. Listen to the engine sounds. Check those sounds, guys. Just really beautiful aircraft. We can go here. That's all right. Listen to those beautiful jet engine sounds. Pretty cool, huh? Hello there, Adil. Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. Here there, Renato. Welcome, my friend. Everything in this aircraft is... I'm going to remove Avitab here. We can see more. Everything in this aircraft is operational. Every little button works exactly as it should in real life. By the way, we can see here takeoff config okay. So that was an indication that everything is properly set up for departure. I love the rain effect in X-Plane. And this is actually a pretty nice airport for being, you know, a default airport. Right, and here's runway 18 left. Again, one of the things you'll appreciate in X-Plane 12 is all the ground markings are there. All right, we are getting close to the takeoff, so let's go ahead and do the before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Pros. On. Windshield heat. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice. Norm on or off. Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TARA. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. Checked. CAS. Takeoff config OK. Checked. Landing pulse recog lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
All right, so the lights are set up and we are ready for departure. All right. Now for the takeoff with the Challenger, you hold the brakes, you increase throttle until ATS is armed, and then you release. We are going to be rotating at 121 knots. Here's the flight plan there. So we are looking good. So it looks like we're gonna depart and then make a left turn. All right, so let's go ahead and give it power. ATS is armed. Parking brake released. Airspeed alive. N1 hold. 121, rotate. Woo. Positive rate, gears going up. Right, 215.
Nose door.
Yeah. Right, we can track the flaps. And let's begin our turn. A little bit of turbulent weather here. Oof. We need to reduce our speed a little bit. That's a lot of climb there. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and do nav and autopilot. Right, and I'm going to do a flight change. There we go. That should put us back on track. I'm going to go to heading. All right, let's do the after
takeoff checklist. Landing gear.
A little bit late there.
Up. Flaps. 0. Thrust reversers. Off. Ignition. Off. Pressurization. Checked. PAX transition.
All right, so basically the first officer is going to take care of that for us.
Completed. N1. Climb set. APU generator. Off. APU. Shut down. Passenger sides. On, off, or auto. CAS. Clear. After takeoff checklist complete.
All right, so we've done that. Let's see here. What do you have? So nav is working as it should. We are approaching the transition altitude. It was a bit of a kind of a messed up takeoff. But yeah, I couldn't see anything from the weather, so I had to rely on the instruments there. All right, so let's go ahead and set barrel reference to standard, to 9er. And we can now, we look here, we're looking good. All right, and I'm going to go to the legs page, and we're going to fly direct to loaning, execute. There we go. All right, perfect. And one climb, we're looking good. And we can increase the speed now to 275 knots. There we go. 275. ATS is working as it should, and everything is working exactly as it should. Excellent. Let's go to the... Hang on, let me turn off X camera. And then we can come here.
Now remove your seatbelt, although it is recommended to keep your seatbelt fastened, as we may encounter unexpected tunnels during the flight.
All right. All right, so we're looking good, folks. Pilot unknown. Do the charts display on the ND? Yes. This has full integration with Navigraph, so you can definitely put the charts if you want. And the charts, you can cycle them here. So here, this is where you can go for the charts. I think it's this one here. One of these buttons, I'm not exactly sure which one it is. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but yeah, it does have full integration with Navigraph. Maybe I'll do like separate tutorials on these things. But I am very, very sure that it's got the Navigraph because I've used charts here before. Right, 25,000 for 40,000, looking good. After the X-Plane, developers implement the API of weather. The HotStart will implement the WX radar according to the HotStart dev spoke on the... Oh, that's cool. So all is looking good here, and the aircraft is following the plan. This is the top of climb, as you can see here. All right, I think our lights are still on, so let's turn those off. And we're looking good. That would be really cool, Edge, if we can have that plane for X-Plane. Yeah, the TBM is one of their greatest aircraft, really. But this... nothing comes close to this. By the way, see, again, the level of detail. If you click here on the phone, now it's in airplane mode because this is a mobile phone. And so if you wanted to call the FBO, you have to call using the satellite phone, which is located down here. And now this is a Honeywell. This is a satellite phone, and you can use it. You can call the FBO, which we will do probably a little later on. To inform Jenny to get the car ready for the arrival. Yeah. Let me turn off X camera real quick. And here is again one of the nice things that they've done. Why is this not... okay. Got you. All right. So one of the nice things that they've done is you can actually sit down and you can enjoy the ride here. You can look out the window, and you can, you know, do this on any part of the aircraft. So you can come here if you want, and you can sit down here. And now we can watch, you know, the wing here. Very, very nice aircraft. Just lovely. Just absolutely lovely. All right. And let's reset our view. There we go. About 9,000 feet to go. Aviator Crafty, the small details are so good. Don't know if you want to drop $120 though. Well, I tell you what. This aircraft is without a doubt not for everybody. But if you have genuine interest in understanding how the Challenger operates, and generally speaking how jet engines work, this is definitely an excellent add-on that will just keep you occupied and engaged for a very, very long time. It does quite require a bit of a learning curve to understand what the aircraft does. If you just like to, you know, you're a casual flyer and you just want to start things quickly and get up in the air, this aircraft's probably not for you. There are a few guides on YouTube to teach you how to do everything without checklist, without anything. Just kind of get into the aircraft, click a few buttons, and you're ready to go. But in my view, that just kills the sheer joy of learning the aircraft and understanding what it does. There is an excellent series on this aircraft by a guy by the name of Reflected Reality. He doesn't create that many videos, but the ones that he has done are simply outstanding. Absolutely Sim Aviator. It is worth every penny. So definitely, it's not for somebody who just wants Okay, so let me tell you this: if you want to hop into an aircraft and just fly, this is not for you for sure. If you want to spend the time to learn about the aircraft, its systems, and why are things done in a certain way, then this is definitely for you. And again, you can see here from the study, everything is just simulated. Again, the FMC, IRS calculations, you've got them. You can go to the engine. So if we go to study and we go to the engines, now we can select, for example, the right engine scheduler. Look at that. You have the right engine scheduler. I mean, everything is live. Everything is in real time. And I don't claim to know everything that is, that the aircraft does, but it's an excellent aircraft. By the way, it's got excellent documentation as well. So it ships with excellent PDFs, and this aircraft is really it should be used by other developers as the baseline for creating quality add-ons, in my view. So right engine state, and look at that. I mean, look at how much details there is in this add-on. This is the state of the right engine. You can actually see the air coming in, the combustion, and this is again how the jet engine works. And you can see here exactly what's happening and how the thrust is created. The nozzle, the fan exits, everything is just you can see again. Show the compressor map so you can see the compressor map. Now, I don't understand what this is, by the way, but for those who are probably flight engineers or people with engineering degree in aviation, they probably understand. Show the fan map. Again, everything, just every little detail is available there, and it tells you. So if I click here, it says the amount of power consumed by the electrical generator. And it explains each section for you as you hover your mouse over it. Just really brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. All right, we're at 38,000. Q8, you barely ever trigger failures. This add-on seems to support many. Is it time to press some of those failure buttons? Well, I will tell you that I am not very acquainted with recovering from failures on this aircraft. But you are right. Maybe we'll do, let's see, maybe we'll do a tail strike or a bird strike on arrival. So if we go to failures, let's see here. Study, edit failures. Right, so we have plenty. If we go to the environment, And bird strike. Non-damaging, we have bird strike with windshield shatter. Left engine failure. So yeah, we can do one of those probably a little later on during the flight as we arrive into our destination. Why not? Yeah, why not? We'll do that. How is it on the frame rates? I haven't really found any problems with the frame rates with this aircraft. We're getting about 50 frames now. Normally, I get about 65, 70 in such weather. In the, in the advanced aircraft like the Flight Factor and the Toolless. So this one may be a little bit more demanding of resources. But it's just lovely. All right. So if we look at, so here, if we look here, it says, this is, by the way, the entire route, and it will tell us when we are ready to descend. But now that we are en route, I do want to tell you guys a story. But while we're en route, let's go ahead and set up for our arrival. So we're going to go to the performance and perf init. No, that's not what I want. VNAV setup. Okay. So 40,000. Let's go to the next page. Right, that's okay. Everything looks good here. IDX. No. Performance. Perf menu. There we go. Approach. And from the approach, we can select the arrival, which is Louisville Muhammad Ali. Runway 17 left. And let's bring up the details at Louisville. I'll go to information, and the current winds are 310.11. So 310.11, and we enter that here. And the current outside temperature is, where is it? 34 Celsius. Quite warm. 34. All right, excellent. And then we're going to go to the next page. And now, as you can see here, we have VREF, VAC, and VFTO. We're going to go ahead and say send in progress. And now it's complete. And now we are also ready for the arrival. We can go here to flights. We can zoom out a little bit here so you guys can see where we are. There we go. We are right there. Excellent. All right. So you guys have seen how hot the temperature is in Kuwait. If I had a glass of champagne... all right. Well, thank you very much, Mike Coffee. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. Very, very kind of you. I'll have a drink with you anytime, Mike. So you guys have seen how hot the temperatures are in Kuwait, reaching almost 50, 60 degrees Celsius sometimes. That's probably in August. It's probably going to reach around 60. So yeah, it's very hot. Now, one thing in Kuwait that you'll see during the summer is they have some folks have ice cream carts. They're not vans, so they don't have a van where they actually sit. It's a cart, and it works like a bicycle. And the bicycle has a big box in front of it, and of course it's filled, with ice cream. And the other day, I was on my way to the laundry to drop my, my suits. And on the way back home, I saw one of those guys in the torching heat at about 2:30 p.m. It was really, the temperature was maybe 53 Celsius. And the guy was standing with his ice cream cart, selling ice cream at one of the roundabouts in the local area. And I couldn't just leave him. So I went to him and I said, "What are you doing? You don't realize how hot it is. You're going to get a heat strike." And he said, "What can I do, sir? I have a family to support." and the guy's face was literally just burned up from the heat. And you know, I told the guy, okay, so how much ice cream is in your cart right now? What's the worth of the ice cream? And he said, well, there's about maybe $150 worth of ice cream in that cart. And I said, if you get the 150, can you go home and call it a day? And he said, yeah, if I sell all the ice cream, then yeah. I said, okay, well, I'm buying all the ice cream in your cart. So here's the 150. And, you know, you keep the ice cream. I don't need the ice cream. You can sell it another day, but please go home and rest. And here's the 150. And, you know, what really touched me, I'm just, you know, choking as I tell you now. The guy actually started crying. And I just could not, you know, I couldn't bear the whole thing. It was just very emotional for me. And I told the guy, look, here's I gave him my mobile number, and I said, if you're ever in desperate need for something, please call me. It's just, some people are very unfortunate, and this is a reminder for all of us folks, is to always be thankful for, you know, all the fine things we have in life, and not to complain about anything, because we've got it really made easy. I mean, some folks really suffer in their lives, and it's just, you know, we should always be thankful for what we've got. Yeah, I was really touched by the guy, and yeah, I wish him well. I wish him well. Hey, Raul Rodriguez, I didn't know you were here. Thank you very much, sir. Symphanatic is here. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much, Symphanatic. Sebastian. Hello, Sebastian. Welcome aboard, my friend. EFB. Hello, my friend. Welcome. I'd like to inquire about your thoughts on the FPS frames per second and CPU resource consumption of the aircraft in comparison to other airliners. Well, I don't think it's probably a little bit more, it consumes a little more than, so what are we getting now here? We're getting about 50 FPS. I normally get about a little more than that. Actually a lot more, about 65, 70 frames. So yeah, it does require a bit of resources. Symphanatic, thank you very much for being here with us. Salazar, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. You know, I tried to catch your stream, but your stream is actually 4 a.m. Kuwait time. So it would be very, very difficult for me to do that. By the way, we forgot our clock, guys. All right. All right. Yeah, there are some clouds there, without a doubt. Let's take a look at the outside real quick. Check it out, guys. Look at how beautiful this aircraft is. The texturing of the aircraft is phenomenal. Look at. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Just a lovely aircraft. All right. So if we look here, this is La Fox, and this is the top of descent. And if you look here, it says top of descent in 45 nautical miles. We have everything set up for the arrival. And Raul Rodriguez just came in with a $10 super chat. Have an ice cream. Oh, Raul, that's very kind of you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. IFR Captain, welcome. Hey there, Jafar. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Hi, Q8. Next stream with the Phenom 300, maybe? It's been a while. Absolutely. I'm going to be cycling through all the...
ice cream.
Raul, that was really a nice touch. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your generosity. Thank you. All right. So if we look here at our charts, we have 2,500. So 4,000, and then we have 2,500. So I'm going to reset the MCP altitude to 2,500. In preparation for the descent. All right, 2,500 is set. Hey there, Tom. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome. Yeah, Mertoya, I am going to I'll be actually going back to doing a lot of the X-Plane streams. So for the next, for the foreseeable future, unless something new comes out for MSFS, I'm going to be going through some of the forgotten planes in X-Plane. One of which is the Phenom 300. Another one would be the Nimbus Islander, the BN2B Islander by Nimbus, and some of the other aircraft. I am also working on the top 10 freeware aircraft for X-Plane for you guys. So that is coming very soon. I am going to be focusing a little more on X-Plane in the coming period. And I hope that doesn't upset my MSFS fans. But yeah, I think there is a lot of content on Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I do want to make sure that overall in the community that there is a balance. If everybody is creating Microsoft's content, then I want to create X-Plane. So yeah. Is the BSS CL60 sound pack any good? I haven't purchased it, so I don't know. But the sounds of the actual aircraft are just good enough. And ladies and gents, SimFanatic coming with yet another gifted membership here on the channel. Thank you very much, SimFanatic, for your generosity and your kindness. I really appreciate it very much, sir. Thank you very much. All right. So VNAV is in 19 nautical, about 18 nautical miles. So we still have time. We're going to engage the, VNAV in a little while. But for now, I think we're good. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft. By the way, all the circuit breakers work. So you can simulate failures. Just, click one of these and, it will just, the only thing that doesn't work are these, but everything else does work. Yeah, look at this beautiful overhead panel here. Just lovely. But I feel bad for people who drink Starbucks coffee when they are in this shop. Yeah. I just figured out how CSC works at the Phenom 300 lately. It's kind of an auto throttle thing, and it increases the joy. Definitely underrated business jet. It is actually one of the very best created for X-Plane, yeah. X-Plane 12 texture update on the Nimbus Islander looked terrific. Looking forward to seeing what you think. For sure, Stan, coming very soon on the channel. And we have D. Barkis. One thing I love about this aircraft is one-to-one scale, specifically on the exterior. The gaps between the panels are as thin as in real life. The door with the conventional devs, they look like sheets of armor. Absolutely. This aircraft, Hakan, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. This aircraft is truly an incredible aircraft. Really, really very, very good. All right, 3 nautical miles. VNAV is engaged. Now you can see the little star here and here. And we will begin the descent shortly. You can see it now moving. VPath is now blinking. And now the aircraft has begun the automatic descent. Excellent. And we are going to reduce our speed a little bit. And ladies and
Currently watching on my phone, like watching a post stamp.
Hey, TFK Gaming, welcome, my friend. Thank you very much for super chatting, 22 euros. And we have also Vanderling Gang 1899. Welcome to Commercial Pilot, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for your support, guys. Excellent. That's really, I'm very thankful. And why did you select nav? You are in roll mode. The airplane won't turn to follow your flight path. Really? Oh, what happened here? Looks like it got disengaged for some reason. All right, let's do heading mode real quick. Thank you there for that. Why did you deselect nav? It must have been a mistake. So, yeah. Definitely a mistake there. So, we'll correct that now. And what we can do is go direct to Uncle here, which is... There we go. And now nav is back in business. Yeah, that must have been something I've done by mistake. There we go. Excellent. Yes, I did roll the speed down. And it looks like we're still pretty high. So once we are closer to the destination, maybe we'll use vertical speed to increase the rate of descent. "104 nautical miles still, so we should be fine." Just be mindful that you rolled your speed down. To catch up with the descent, you want flight change and speed up to let the... All right, let's do that. We're gonna do... we're gonna put our speed back up to... There we go. 240. Well, actually, let's go to 260 and flight change. Descent. All right, let's see if that works. All right, that works. So do we then go back to, now we can see here descent, so we are catching up now. So do we actually then go back again to VNAV, or will it automatically go back to VNAV, or will flight change stop? Or now we're descending at about 3,000 feet per minute, which seems okay. What a great aircraft. When you close up on the VNAV profile, VPath will capture. Gotcha. Again, by the way, guys, if you know who Totorito is, he is the developer of the aircraft. So please do say hello to him. Thank you very much for being here. Press flight change, then adjust the speed. When you engage flight change, it syncs the speed. You select the current speed first, undergoing the preset speed. You did the other way around. Did I? Oh. So I think we're still descending. I'm not sure if this is sufficient. So I need to increase the speed first, then do a flight change. Oh, got you. I know what you said. All right. So we need to increase the speed first, then, because, yeah, so... Gotcha. Now I can see the little star coming back up. VNAV is still engaged, so it should be good. Hey Q8, hope you're well. I'm doing very well, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. IDX program page 2 will show you exactly how high you are, the VDIV line. I see. All right, so that's IDX. And page progress, page 2. Ladies and gents, another 5 gifted memberships from Symphonic. Thank you very much again for your kindness, sir. I appreciate it. Okay, vertical deviation, not much. We're doing okay. Thank you very much, Symphonic again. Guys, if you've received a membership from Symphonic, please be sure to say hello. Hello there, Gabrielle Blue Ridge. Welcome, my friend. Hey, Carl. Welcome, my friend. Thank you very much again, Symphonic, all of you guys, for the support. I appreciate it. Wow, it looks like we're going through a storm here. Ah, it's those artifacts from the clouds in this beta. By the way, one thing I did notice is that this thing doesn't work. The loop A, loop B, duct monitor, the switch doesn't work. It's ENOP for some reason. And I know it's normally not, because I've used it before. We're definitely coming down to the, we're clearing the deviation that we've had, so we'll just leave the aircraft do its thing. We are still at 260. We're looking good. Do we have another 20 memberships from Carl? Carl, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carl. I really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Very, very kind of you, sir. Swarm, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. What an amazing aircraft. By the way, we didn't do the descent checklist, so let's do that.
Descent checklist. Shoulder harness. Secure. Passenger signs. Honor auto. Pressurization. Set. Fuel quantity and balance. Checked. FMS landing data charts. Programmed set. Approach briefing. Reviewed. VNAV transition flight level. Set. Descent checklist complete. In-range checklist next.
All right, so the in-range checklist is next. We are still doing good. Thank you very much, Carl, Symphanatic, everyone who's super chatted, and for the memberships, for the gifted memberships, thank you very much. Fabrice, welcome aboard, my friend. Srikar Gamer, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here with us during the stream. Q8 quick tip, forget about those green lights on the autopilot panel. They're just confusing you. Look at the flight mode annunciators FMA on the PFD and top bar. All right, gotcha. So we have LNAV1, AP, VPath, alt select is there. And we are looking good thus far. We're coming up to 18,000. All right, so one quick thing we need to check is God, the weather is really bad. We need to check the altimeter, which is currently 299er, and we are approaching the transition level. So we're gonna set 299er. Jeez. All right, 299er is set. Man, the weather is just horrendous. Look at that. Wow. Jeez. All right, let me go to XP Realistic here, and we're gonna go to turbulence. Where's turbulence? There is turbulence. Oh God, those sounds were terrible. That's better. Okay. Vinny, that looks like best turbulence I have seen in a sim. It does look very good in X-Plane for sure. All right, we're looking good. And we have our V-speed sets for landing. The ILS frequency, let's make sure that we have that tuned in. And if we come here and we go to the approach, and it's the 17 left, wasn't it? Why is the wind not correct today? SimBrief sometimes gives... all right, let's come here, and we're gonna select 17 left. That's the localizer. And the 111.5 is set to nav2. And what happens is when you activate the approach button, it actually it will switch this there to nav1. So we're going to go ahead and do 111.95 for nav1, and we'll worry about the approach course a little later on. But we're looking good. What I'm tempted to do is to allow the aircraft, let's reduce the range here a little bit so we can see. There we go. Yeah, maybe we'll just go start slowing down a little bit. We need to slow down below 10,000 feet to 2.5. Thank God the turbulence have subsided. Hello Sven, welcome. Parasim, how are you doing, my friend? Is it worth getting Active Sky? Already got it, however, missed the free upgrade to X-Plane 12. Well, I'll be very honest with you. From what I'm seeing with X-Plane and the development of the clouds and what Laminar is doing, I would hold off right now on investment in Active Sky, although it still gives more accurate weather. I will tell you that much. It still gives more accurate weather. So if you're very picky about flying in real-world weather, Active Sky will provide you more accurate weather than the default weather in X-Plane. They're getting there, though. Hello there, H. Martin. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us here. And please, guys, if you receive a membership from Carl, Symphonetic, or anyone else, please make sure you tell them thank you. And of course, I do thank you guys very much for your kind words. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, guys. Look at those clouds. Wow. All right, I'm going to go ahead and reduce our speed now to 250 knots. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. This aircraft looks like the real thing, as if you're watching a movie. Those engine sounds, though, wow. Lovely. All right, we're coming up to 10,000 feet. And we can turn on the lights. Lights are on. What happened there? All right, we're good. We're good. All right. I think it would be advisable now is to reduce our speed. So I'm going to reduce the speed to 205 knots. There we go, to 205. Look at this beautiful scene, ladies and gents. In this beautiful aircraft, you know, guys, I think I'm going to do another flight with the Challenger 650, but in the next one, we're going to do a giveaway. How about that? You guys want a giveaway of the Challenger 650? I'll let you guys select which aircraft you want to give away for. All right. Let me set my heading here so that's flying level. And this is actually a very short turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to heading select. Okay. I think we need a little more time to descend. So I'm going to first, let's do the following. Let's reduce the... There we go. That's better. And now I'm going to go to heading select. Right, heading select. There we go. And we're going to continue to descend. 1,400 feet, that's all right. About 5,000 feet to clear. That will allow us to reduce our speed and configure the aircraft properly for our approach into Louisville, Muhammad Ali. Meow, meow. Hello. Hello, do you know, X-Plane just, hello, do you know that X-Plane is just add-on for CL650? I'm not sure what you're saying there. Doesn't the Phoenix A320 come close to the CL650? Not at all. Nope. Nope. Nothing comes close to this. Nothing. All right. So the FMS is taking us here. So this is actually a very sharp turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to allow the aircraft to fly a little further. And then we're going to use heading select. And finally, when we're here at Racer, we will intercept the localizer. So we're going to keep now at the current, we're descending. We can actually use vertical speed to descend a little faster. There is a restriction at 4,000, but we'll let the aircraft just do its thing. All right, we're decreasing the speed as well. All right, I think I forgot my speeds. So let me come here very quickly. And let's go to performance. Performance menu. Approach. Next page. 122 VREF. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and reduce our speed further to 180 knots. There we go, that's 180. And let me use vertical speed. Actually, let's do flight change. There we go. All right. And now we can turn right towards the airport. Excellent. Looking good. I love the synthetic vision. Look at that, guys. Amazing. Alrighty. What's it doing? It's doing something strange. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's put this down here. We'll descend at about 1,300 feet per minute. There we go. And we're getting pretty close, so I am going to hit approach. Excellent. And localizer is captured. We're going to go ahead and reduce our speed. 145. We have the runway in sight. And we're going to lower the landing gear. Flaps 20. All right, there we go. All right, so that's the runway ahead of us now. And we are looking good. I love how you can see the airport ICO code here in front of you with the synthetic vision. All right, and
In range checklist. APU. Started. Altimeters. 3 set, cross-checked. Avionics. Set. External lights. On, set. APU PAX transition. Avail completed. APU generator. On. CAS. Checked. In range checklist complete. Before landing checklist next. Before landing checklist. Landing gear lever. Down indicating. No steer. Armed centered clear. Anti-skid. Armed tested. Passenger signs. On. Wing cowl anti-ice. On or off. Continuous ignition. On. Thrust reversers. Armed. Spoilers. Stowed auto. Flaps. Set. CAS. Checked. Before landing checklist complete. After landing checklist next.
All right, folks, we are clear to land. Runway 17 left at Louisville, Muhammad Ali, and everything's configured. I have the throttle now, and we will disconnect the autopilot shortly. And we have flaps full. Everything's looking good. I'm not using ortho. This is, believe it or not, X-Plane 12 without anything. Look at that. I am in love. This is X-Plane default. No add-ons for scenery or clouds or weather or anything like that. So, yeah. What a beautiful looking approach into Louisville, Muhammad Ali. It's been a brilliant, brilliant experience really flying today. The Challenger 650 by HotStart. Highly recommend it. This aircraft is one of the very few that receives a 10 out of 10 from the Q8Pilot Channel with a seal of approval. The Platinum plaque, without a doubt. 2 whites, 2 reds. We still are looking good.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Autopilot disconnected my aircraft. Just use the trim to
500.
keep the aircraft on the glide and localizer.
Flight slow. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And ladies and gents, welcome to Louisville. Woo! Beautiful. Manual braking. Lovely. Yeah.
After landing checklist. Landing pulse recog lights. Off. Anti-collision lights. Off. Continuous ignition. Off. Windshield heat. Off. Probes. Off. Wing anti-ice. Off. Cowl anti-ice. On or off. Spoilers. Stowed. Flaps. 0. ATC TCAS. Alt on. Radar mode. Standby. After landing checklist complete. Engine shutdown checklist next.
All right, so we've made it safely here. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. I don't want to do a replay now, Or should I do it now? I'm not sure. I'm afraid that it might break because this is a beta. Guys, what are you up for? Do you want to do a replay of the landing, or should we skip that? Thank you very much, Martoya. Thank you, SimFanatic. Appreciate it. That was a nice and dope landing. Thank you very much. Skip, replay, skip. All right. Skip then. All right. Okay. It was definitely. We'll try it. I'll tell you what. We'll do the shutdown, and before we do the shutdown, you know, I'll try to. We'll try to do the replay. It might take a little bit of time to restart it to where it was, but we'll attempt it. Okay. But let's just first, because I do want to show you the entire, you know, experience, if you will. So, all right, let's bring it here. We can just bring the aircraft to a stop here. Parking brake is set. And before we shut down the engines, we need to call Jenny.
HotStart Flight Support, Jenny speaking. How can we help?
Yeah, hi, Jenny. Can you please send us the van to pick up our guests? We have arrived. We're just shutting down the engines, and the passengers will be ready to disembark the aircraft.
Understood. We'll have that ready for you. Anything else?
Thank you very much, Jenny. You've been a great help.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
Pleasure's all mine. Thank you again. All right, so let's go ahead and shut down the engines.
Shutdown checklist. Taxi lights. Off. Parking brake. Set. Reverse thrust. Stowed. Generators 1 and 2. Off. Engine 2 shut down.
All right, engine 2 shut down. Bryce, it doesn't really show the people getting off, but it just simulates, you know, the conversation. The van will come, and then I think it would be a little too much. All right, let's see. ITTs below 250. Below 250, okay.
Fuel boost pumps. Off. Fuel system. Check. Engine 1 shut down.
Right,
Check ITT below 350 degrees Celsius.
Right, we can shut down the engine now. Hey! SimFanatic, please do tell him I said hello. I hope he's enjoying his Boeing pack. You know, you gotta send me a picture of him wearing the Q8Pilot hat and playing with his yoke. All right, there we go. All right, so the engine
Anti-ice off. 14th stage. Off. Beacon. Off. No steer. Off. ATC TCAS. Standby 0. Parking brake if chalked. Off. Passenger signs. Off. Cabin differential. 0 psi. Engine shutdown checklist complete. Securing checklist next.
All right. So the securing checklist should be done after we let the passengers go. So here's what I'm going to do, folks. Let me try, and because I know that some of you still want me to do a replay, so I've shown you just about everything to do. There is one more checklist, which is the secure checklist, which we can do. But let's let the passengers go so you guys can see this. Then I'm going to close the door, and then we'll try to do the replay. So again, we'll open this, open that, and let the passengers go. And we'll skip the secure checklist. If it breaks, it breaks. But let me just show you that the van does actually arrive.
Here. Thank you, Captain. Always such a pleasure flying with you.
Well, thank
Have
you
a
very
nice
much.
rest of your day.
Well, thank you very much. I certainly enjoyed flying you guys here to Louisville. You do the same and enjoy the ride in that special Mercedes-Benz van. All right. Okay. So let me close the door. All right, and maybe perhaps we'll come back and do the secure checklist if things go well. Let me close that. All right, and let's see if we can do the... Let's see. Hopefully it works. You can see the engines are coming back on now. So I really am not sure how is this going to work, but we're going to try. My hunch is that it's going to break with replays and scrolling, but not when playing backward. Well, see, it is playing backward now. I'm afraid to move this and break it. So that's what I'm worried about. All right, here we go. It will show you also how well or bad I've taxied once we've arrived. So it looks like so far it's all right. There we go. Now we lost the sounds. And finally, we actually can do the... Guys, look at this view. And this is default X-plane. Wow. That is just wow. We'll do it again, and we'll put a forward view so we can see. Oh, that was just beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah. All right, let's do this one more time. And now that it's working, I just want to keep doing it. All right. Let's see here. Now that. There we go. That's just beautiful. Isn't that cool, guys? Wow. I mean, this is one of the things I love about X-Plane is when you do these replays, it actually looks so real. Look at that view. What a beautiful looking aircraft. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Cavok Simulations, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here with us. Wow, beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. All right, we're going to do one more time. And this time we'll do a wing view. So let's do that. That was really, really cool. Look at that, guys. All right, here we go. I mean, we can't really have a replay working and not do a wing view there. Lovely. Yeah. Gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Currently for this flight, I'm using the Honeycomb Alpha. All right, so let's see if we stop the... All right. All right. So it looks like we can do the secure... all right, let's do that.
Secure and checklist. Emergency lights.
Right, let's disarm.
Off. AC/DC utility switch.
All right, now if I click this, I'm going to lose the checklist.
Off. 3 minutes. Headsets. Off. Thrust reversers. Off. Chocks. Installed. Parking brake.
Actually, let's bring them in. Chocks in. How cool is that? Look, you have all the hand signals, by the way. We didn't do OK to start 1 and 2, so, but that's all right.
Off. Hydraulic pumps.
Okay.
Off. Nav lights, logo light. Off. APU generator.
All right, let's
Off.
see.
APU start stop. Stop. Packs. LCV. LCV. 10th stage isolation valve. Closed. APU power fuel.
All right. So basically, you lose the checklist after you after the AC/DC utility power is lost to the aircraft. You lose it, but pretty much everything here is now in the cold and dark state, with the exception of the battery. And now everything is back to the cold and dark state, and the aircraft is now completely shut down. So we are not going to place the pin and covers, as there is another flight coming very soon. So let me see which one is not. Okay, so this one is without. All right, here we go. Let's exit here. All right. And I closed the door, remember, so that we can do the replay. So we're going to open the door again. There we go. Come on. All right, so we close the door. No. Come on. All right, so that's closed. There we go. Excellent. Finally. All right, here's a look again at this beautiful aircraft. You can see the chocks have been placed by the ground crew. Look at how beautiful this. You can hear the ching-ching from the blades inside the engine. And by the way, you'll hear this in real life as well. I just love the details. Those sounds are very, very realistic sounds. You'll hear them if you pay attention the next time you're by a jet. You'll hear on an Airbus or Boeing, you'll hear them when the wind blows into them. You'll hear this clicking sound here from the blades. All right, so we are good. Our passengers are on their way, and let's head over to the FBO. And thank you, Jenny, for everything that you've done for us today. And folks, this really brings us to the conclusion of our live stream. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and it was definitely a lot of fun streaming this aircraft for you guys. If you have any questions, as usual, please do post them in the comments section below. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. And bye-bye for now.